Hello, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a generic page from scratch. To begin, I know that I want my generic page to be part of the green navigation bar. So if I go and look at Opportunity Overview, there is a green navigation bar and I want my new generic page to be a part of this. So what I typically do is I add my generic page to this navigation bar before I actually create the generic page. So to do that, I'm going to go to Configuration. Now scroll down to the MonaV section and choose Link Sets. And I'm going to choose the language that I want to work on, which is English. And then I'm going to choose to add my generic page to the Opportunity top link. So I'm going to choose Edit. And what I'm going to do is say Add Link. And we're going to call this Generic Test Page. And I know that based on the title, this is what my URL is going to end up being. So it's going to be in the Opportunity section, and it's going to be titled Generic Test Page. And that's the simplest way to figure out what your URL is going to be. So once I've done that, I'm going to say Save. And I'm going to go ahead and go to Content, Generic Pages, and I'm going to make sure that I'm on the English section, and I'm going to create a new page. And I'm going to call this Generic Test Page. And this next section, I'm going to decide how I want my page to look. So do I want side links? Do I want a larger or smaller image at the top of the page? Or do I want ads? For now, I want a larger image with no side links. So I'm going to choose the top selection. I'm going to choose to publish this. And the main header is going to be, this is my main header, so you can see where that's going. And this could be a slogan or more or anything else that you want there. Now let's go browse for an image. Let's just choose this guy here. We'll say open. Now I don't know if it's going to be the right size, so I need to make sure to check my page at the end of this process. And here I have my content. So we're going to put my content goes here. Now if I wanted to style this, I can highlight this text and I can choose to make the size bigger. I can make it bold, underline, or italics. Let's take those two off. I can even put additional content below, and I can highlight that and I can make it a link. We'll make this go to monav.com. We'll say OK. So this is turned into a link, and if I want to, I can actually add an image in here as well. I can click on this picture link for an image, and I could put in the URL here, and we can basically change the width, the border, and things like that through this menu bar, but I don't really want to add an image right now. So we're going to say, I should have said cancel, so we'll say cancel. And then, so the page is basically created, but I need to add my top links. So I'm going to go to top links, which is the links that we created before we came to this page. We're going to choose Opportunity Top Links, and then we're going to choose Generic Test Page. Now, the most important part is to set our URL path. This URL path should be exactly the same as the link set that we just created. So it should be Opportunity, and we have Test Generic Page. And the way that I can make sure this is correct is it should match what this guy says here. So once we've done that, we're going to say Save. And now we have a test generic page. We're going to view it. And now we have our test page, and you'll notice that it has been added to our link bar, our navigation bar at the top here, and that this is the main header, this is the slogan or more if you want to add it here, and then content, and basically our link that goes to another page. So this is what it looks like. Now let's say we want to add it to our structure. What we're going to do is go to Structure, menus. We're going to go to the main menu, which is the English menu, and we need to add a link. So we're going to say add link. We are going to title it generic page, and the path. The path is the part that can be a little bit tricky to figure out. So what I'm going to do is, right now I'm not really sure what the path is. I'm going to just say front, which is a temporary path. And then we also have a friendly name here. For example, if this were in a foreign language, we can add the friendly name, which is exactly like generic page, just so that we could read it in case this was in Korean or Chinese or so on. So we're going to say save. And this usually populates at the very bottom of your structure. And if I want to move this up to the opportunity section, I click and I drag. And I haven't let go yet until it's moving a little bit faster than I would like. I find the opportunity section. So here's the opportunity, and I want this to sit right in the overview. So we're going to drop it there, and we must make sure to save the configuration before we move on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to figure out what that URL or that path is for our structure. So I'm going to go back to Content, Generic Pages, and I'm going to go to the Test Generic Page, and I'm going to choose Edit. And the reason I'm doing this is to find the path. So basically what it's done is it's created a generic page, and the generic page is given a number. This one is 26. So that is basically going to be my path, generic / 26. Exclude the edit. So let's go back to structure. Menus, main menu, and we are going to go to edit, past it. We're going to edit the generic page, and right here we are going to add generic 26, which I believe that is what it said, and we're going to say save. And to test this, we're going to go to the home, and we're going to go look under opportunity, which we should now see the generic page here, and we're going to click on that, and that takes us to our generic page. And that's basically how you set up from start to scratch, or from start to end, your generic page.